Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. It's really brilliant to be here this afternoon. And looking back over the last couple of years, I'm particularly pleased to see how this event has grown and gone from strength to strength. So it's a real honor to be here today and to have been invited to join the march. And to just say a couple of words, I will keep them very brief. But I really wanted to say, I think 2020 is a really significant year for gender equality. We mark a number of really significant milestones, 25 years since the Beijing Declaration and Platform for Action, and it's also the 20th anniversary of a UN Security Council resolution on women, peace and security. And of course, these are really important diplomatic things, but they may feel quite distant to our event here today. But I think most importantly, 2020 is really significant because it gives us a countdown of 10 years to 2030 when we set ourselves a deadline for real progress on education and equality through what we call the Sustainable Development Goals. And so we have 10 years to take some really decisive and bold action. And we all know that talk is great, but action is even better. And that's why rallies and marches and meetings and gatherings like today are a really important step as we take a really public stance on equality. And my country, Britain, as part of the reason I'm here, we really strongly believe in equality. And that's because the violence that women and girls face is one of the most significant systemic and widespread human rights problems in today's world. Of course, it's an emotive and sensitive subject. People have different views on the path forward, and we don't all agree. But I think what we can all agree on is what we have now is not okay. Not okay from a number of reasons, for personal rights, for human rights, and for economic reasons too, if only for those. We know, for example, that advancing women's equality could add 12 trillion US dollars to the world's economy in the next 5 years if we really advanced women's equality. And so it makes sense, economic sense, to commit as much as any other reason to encourage more women into work, to reduce the gender pay gaps where they do work, and to promote equality in decision making. A couple of years ago in London, when we hosted the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting, my country launched something called the Platform for Girls' Education. And this is a group of 12 highly influential leaders from the Commonwealth who were tasked to drive international efforts to improve education opportunities for girls. That's not to say there are not problems with education opportunities for boys, but it is significantly worse across the world for girls. And so I was really pleased that the president of this country, Her Excellency Paula May Weeks, was selected as one of those 12 leaders and has been supporting this global effort since. And her contributions to a review by the University of Cambridge have just been published in Geneva at the recent Human Rights Council. And that paper really highlighted the importance of a whole system and transformative approach to leadership, to dismantling the power structures, social norms, and ideologies that justify and perpetuate gender inequality. But the other reason I'm here as High Commissioner is also as a man, a father, a brother. This is all an issue I really care about personally because it affects me personally and my family and those I love. And this year's theme, Each for Equal, I think is a really powerful one. I think women and girls, of course, should be treated equally. They should feel empowered and they should feel safe. So that's why I put my High Commission's support behind such issues throughout the year through various projects, but also by speaking up at moments to add my voice to. We also continue to commit to look for any efforts to support the good work done by the government and civil societies. A lot of you are here today on this issue in this country. So we have a 10-year deadline. That's what I leave you with. We shouldn't be afraid to push for the world we want for our kids. Strong political will, bold leadership, the combined forces of government, private sector, civil society, citizens, us, individuals. We need them all to create that change we want to see. Thank you and have a great afternoon.